Hello, everyone. My glasses. Hopefully, this is done. Saged. I'm ready to do some fun readings. Move that back over here. Oh, I have to sneeze. I feel a sneeze coming on. I gotta let it go. Oh, okay. Hello, Miss Jasmine. How are you? I'm like, where's my phone? I can't share. Okay, I took the dog to the bathroom. Hopefully, the sunglass part will go away. So hopefully that goes away so I can see you guys. Hi, Miss Krista. How are you? Well, Miss Tamisha, I would be more than honored to do that for you. I always feel honored to do that for you. I promise I'm not wearing sunglasses inside. I took Leo to the bathroom before coming live because I realized I don't remember the last time I took him out. I can't even lie. I don't even know when I took him out. So I'm like, okay, take him out before I do my reading. And it takes forever for them to it feels like it takes forever. Hi, Miss Peon. It's not letting me share it to groups. Why does it do that sometimes? It's not letting me share right now. So that's okay. Hi, Miss April. How are you? How are you guys? I'm so excited to see you. You know what? I gotta lift my chair back up. There we go. I missed you guys yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy day of readings. The spread that I put up, a lot of people wanted it. So I had a lot of spreads that I did yesterday. So I didn't get a chance to do my live because of all the spreads that I did yesterday. Well, that's good. But I finished up I caught up on some readings that I had to do. I gotta learn how to make better check marks. I gotta learn how to make better check marks next to people's names, telling myself that I did their reading because I didn't do a good enough job. So I'm here, I'm live. I am here until 3:00. So if you would like to get up on, get your name up there so we can give you a reading, I am here. And I'm excited. I'm just gonna wait for Miss Tamisha to come back and we would go. Miss Jasmine, if you would like a reading, for that it would be $15. You can see on the bottom all the ways to pay. If you click on my face, the description box will also have all of that as well. There she is. Her great grandmother has to tell her. Okay. And I saged my whole office. So we got some fresh, clear energy ready to go. Thank you for sprinkling me out since it won't let me share my own video. There's sometimes it lets me, sometimes it doesn't. I see sometimes the comments get really delayed or they all come in all at once. Sometimes I'm like, nobody's talking to me. And then all of a sudden I'll see like 5 people's comments go like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh, okay. It changes all the time. Okay, she's coming in, and the first thing, I feel like she's talking about you, but I also feel like this may be how she was as well. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm seeing her. She's rocking. I don't know if she had a lot of children and she was always a caregiver. I know you're a huge caregiver right now for all of your grandbabies and stuff like that too. But I'm seeing it both. I'm seeing it both ways. I'm seeing her doing that too, and they always say, they always make fun of moms, the ones who stand up and they still sway. Like, it's just that natural thing for a mom, I guess. I find myself doing it too when I talk to people. But sorry about the dog. As she's coming in and as she's like, I just feel like she's rocking. She's telling me, with all that you're doing, like, I'm trying to find the right words as she's showing me all of this. I've learned to zone him out, so I apologize. She's showing me, with all this love and all of this care that you're giving, I'm still rocking because she's rocking. Unless somebody also in your family had a miscarriage recently or have lost a baby, she could be having them too, because I'm seeing her rocking a baby. Unless somebody I don't know, I just see her holding a baby and rocking, and she's saying that she doesn't want you to lose yourself. She's saying she did rock, and I find myself doing too. Okay, I'm just like, we're really rocking, and I just feel like she's still holding babies and we're still rocking, which could be part of her job up there too, is taking care of little ones, taking care of those. But that's what she's doing. And she's saying that she doesn't want you to lose yourself, Miss Tamisha. And not in a bad way. She's saying because of all that you are taking care of, all the love that you are giving to all of the souls around you. She's just saying she doesn't want you to lose any sight of what you want to do or where you want to go. Because she's showing me like those spotlights where like they're really crazy up in the sky. She's saying that, that you're, because it's kind of cool. She's not showing me you as like the darkness attracted to light. She's showing me you're the light that's attracted to lights that need to be brightened or that are lost. And she's saying with that, she doesn't want you to get so does that make sense? Like, she's just showing me that she doesn't want you to get so stuck in the light that you're not able to also live. She wants you to make sure that you find the time to be able, like, we don't want to stay in that 3D. Okay, sometimes I don't know if I'm making sense or if I'm only making sense to myself. So I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes that's why I'm like, does that make sense? Because I don't know if it does or not. Because we don't want to stay in a 3D world, but we live on Earth in a 3D world. So it's making me feel like she's just saying she wants you to be able to enjoy some of the things that we have to do, that you have to do in this world. Like, maybe like just enjoying like the food, like really maybe eating slower and enjoying the taste. Something about senses has really hit me this week, and a lot of readings. Hi, Miss Anna. How are you? Having a great day. I hope you are too, my love. I feel your energy is different too, Miss Anna, as you come in. I don't know. See, I don't follow and look up the moon like that. I know astrology, but I don't know like the deep astrology. So I have no idea if this connects with anything. But there's something about the senses that she wants you to remember, to like the touching and feeling and seeing things. Hi, Daniel. I feel like there's something about your senses. Like, she wants you to be able to ground and do more for yourself. Because she's saying that your gifts are definitely stronger. Okay. Because she's showing me that, what did she say? I got distracted. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. I feel like it was going to be really cool. Maybe it'll come back. I just feel like she just wants you to be able to enjoy this earth, like being on Earth and not having to always. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I know what they were going to say. She came back. She's saying you got the gift that you've been waiting for. The gift of having the custody of the kids, that you got what you wanted. And she's saying now she wants you to enjoy. Like, it makes me feel like you're working so hard to heal them and help them and do this and like do all that they need. But it makes me feel like how do I, like, I just feel like she wants you to be able to kind of come back to you. She makes me feel like you're helping, and it fills you up, but I also feel like it doesn't let you be. I don't know how else to describe that, Miss Tamisha. I'm just gonna assume that all makes sense to you. I'm just gonna assume it makes sense. She just wants you to enjoy life. She's saying, you got. She just makes me feel like you got what you want, and she's saying now she just wants you to enjoy. Yes, you can use your gifts and help them, but she also wants you to use them for you. Is really what I'm hearing, and I hope that makes sense. Like, I feel like sometimes I feel like this too, like when we're working so hard, like we don't, I just feel like we need to ground and do some things. Like sometimes, I'll do some readings, but then I might catch up the next day, because when I feel so, like, I did a reading for somebody yesterday, and then we started talking about zodiacs. Um, and we talked about how my housing was like, my sun is Scorpio, my moon is Sag, and my rising is Aquarius. And the line that she said, she's like, oh, she asked me, how do you ground then? Because those three main ones is water and fire, and air. There's no earth. So she said that, and I was like, I'm like, that makes sense. So those are the days when sometimes I have to bring myself back down. And I think that's where we connect to, Miss Tamisha, is being able to ground, and being able, sometimes we have to ground ourselves. As weird as it sounds, we have to ground ourselves in order to have that connection, if that makes sense. But that's what I'm hearing. It's like she just wants you to bring it down. Yes. And I feel like she's just worried about you, about taking care of everybody, that she wants to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Hi, Miss Jen. I love you. She is coming in, and she wants you to know that she is very proud of you. She's saying that you've been hitting these she's so funny. She's kind of, I don't know if any of the boys are playing video games, but or she's making fun of video games. She's kind of reminding me when I was a kid, with video games, like when we used to play Mario and you had like the checkpoints. She's saying that you've gotten to where you need to be. You have that checkpoint. So if something happens, you're not going to lose all the progress. You're not going to lose everything that you have. I got you, Daniel. You're not going to have to start over. She wants you to know that you have like hit those spots and you're there. That as you continue to work up, and if something happens and it knocks you down, she's just letting you know that the so much of the work that you've done in this life for yourself too, you're not going to have to start over. Okay. Hi, Miss Kathy. Of course, yeah, that's probably why I was seeing it. That makes sense. Like, I was seeing like the old school Mario from like when I was a kid, where like you had to try and stay alive to get up to the thing, to get to that checkpoint. So in case you finally died, you didn't have to start all the way over. I remember that. And I tried, and Jared got one of those old school video games that has that, and the girls were playing, and some of it I'm like, I used to play this all the time, and I couldn't remember how to beat some of the levels, so it really annoyed me. That's so funny that he's playing Mario, but that's what I'm seeing. She just wants you to enjoy, use your senses, ground yourself. That's one thing even though we had like all seasons for us this weekend. I don't know if anybody else did, but we had autumn, and then we had spring, then we had a little bit of fall, and then Monday we woke up to like inches of snow, and I was like, why? But she just wants you to ground, and she says she loves you, and she just wants you to keep pushing. And she's showing me her chin's up. She's saying she's got nothing bad to say. She's saying just keep going. She's saying that you do what you need to do. She said you listen when your loved ones come in and tell you what you need to do. And she says you listen and you just keep pushing. She said that you're building your empire, and your empire, she's saying, is like 3/4 of the way there. You just got to do the extra work and show yourself that you can complete it, okay? We did. Like, I was so excited for like those 60s, and then all of a sudden there's snow. I'm like, why? Like, I joked, I'm like, oh, it's probably going to snow tomorrow, and we woke up with snow. Leo loved it. Leo loves snow. He despises rain, but he loves the snow. I don't understand why, but dogs are weird, is all I got. You are very welcome, my love. Thank you. Yeah, she's showing me that you're doing the work and it's getting there. I just feel like you're almost there. Okay, we got Miss Xana next, I believe. Yep. Okay. Let me flip-flop. Let me put the correct check mark next to Miss Tamisha, since I learned that my check marks were horrible last week. She is. She's saying this last she was just saying, she made me feel like the last portion, you know, it's going to be a lot of focus and a lot of hard work, but she's saying that she's not concerned. She doesn't make me feel like she's concerned about what you're doing. Okay, Xana. Okay, I've missed this energy. Are you here, my love? Let me think of who this is. As I'm being laughed at. I love being laughed at. Oh my gosh, so many people. Backstreet Boys. I feel like it's Backstreet. Is it Backstreet? I can't remember if it's Backstreet Boys. It is Backstreet Boys. Okay. I got Backstreet Boys playing in my head. I wanted to make sure it wasn't NSYNC. I thought it was Backstreet Boys, but you know, I haven't listened to Backstreet Boys or NSYNC in so long. So before I said it, I had to click on a tab and open up Google to make sure before I said Backstreet Boys. But I have Backstreet Boys and I have the song This Is How We Do It playing in my head and dancing and singing like I'm hearing This Is How We Do It. And it just, it says it's Backstreet Boys, so hopefully I'm not doing it wrong. But that's what I'm hearing. Hi, Miss Crystal. How are you, love? Love you, Miss Jen. I hope you find it. If you haven't had a March reading yet, Miss Jen, make a post in group and ask Miss Pat. Pat's really good at finding things. I have to look in the places for Lily's Girl Scout stuff. Oh my God, I love it. You just bought the tickets. No wonder why it's coming through. And I love it. That's so cool. You just bought tickets. That just makes me so excited. Yeah, because I heard the song and then I saw him dancing. And no wonder why he was so excited. Like, he was telling me things. And I'm like, wait, I have to make sure it's Backstreet Boys. Oh, because it's been so long for me. Which is really funny. I'm going to tell you the story too, Ms. Anna, and I'm going to bother Andrew because I'm going to do that because it was funny. Lily's been watching like I don't know why the Australian one, but the Australian kids, what's it called? The kids where they sing and the judges have their backs against them. I can't think of what it's called right now. And then when they turn around and all of a sudden Lily started singing the song and she said like a sentence and then I finished singing it for her. She goes, how do you know that song? And I had to sit there for a while and I had to sing it again. And then I was watching her watch thing. I'm like, oh my God, that's the Spice Girls. The voice, that's it. Couldn't think of what it was called. And it was so funny seeing these little kids sing Spice Girls. Um, he is. He's really excited, and I thought, and he was making me feel really excited, and he's showing me. Such a character. So he's showing me, like, those kid tubes, like when kids are little, they like to climb through the tunnels. Like he's showing me, but he's showing me the tunnel like straight up. And he's saying that you have been digging and you have been working so hard. And he's saying that your determination of staying at the light, staying to move forward and find a new destination. He's saying something about finding a new destination has been where, like, I'm seeing you and I'm seeing your focus. It even like looks like a unicorn for some reason. I just thought it was funny that the Backstreet Boys came up, and this morning we were talking about Spice Girls. And the Spice Girls was the first concert I've ever been to. So it just made me really excited that you're going to a Backstreet Boy concert and that he was singing Backstreet Boys. So I just got really excited. Makes me feel like a teenager again. But he's just showing me you stay in focus, and I don't know what the unicorn's for. I have no idea, but I saw it as a unicorn, that you're like focusing and that you're just you're getting yourself out, is what he's saying. You're getting yourself out, and he's saying it's something about a destination. And now I feel like I'm on water. Miss Anna, are you something to call your own? I feel like this is, are you thinking about moving, or are you thinking about doing something completely new? Oh, I'm so excited. So that could be why the Spice Girls came up too. The Spice Girls were my first concert that I've ever been to. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, he's just showing me, and he made me feel like the Vikingness came out. Like he put, like, you were on a boat and you were ready to set sail for a new adventure, for a new start. And he's kind of funny because, like, I don't know what's with all the Viking thing, but he's showing me like the shield like coming up. But I feel like, I don't know if it's people saying things to you or trying to hurt you or trying to do what, but I'm seeing like the shield going up, but it's not going up like I'm scared. No, I'm seeing it. It's like naturally, like, and like you'd be like drinking coffee and whatever's hitting isn't coming into you. It's just bouncing off that shield. So it's kind of like those boundaries. Like, I feel like you've worked your boundaries. You've rearranged things to try to get yourself to stay grounded. I feel like you've been trying to stay grounded. Like, I'm also seeing you on top of your emotions, that not allowing your emotions to get the best of you and to use. It might be because you're a fire sign too. I just feel like you don't want emotions to clear your judgment or to clear, like, to take over anything. I love it. Yes. And you know what, Ms. Anna? I'm going to share this with you. Like, somebody who follows me and who does readings, and I know she's been working her butt off lately. What I wanted her to do, but she hasn't done it yet. And I feel like that you could do too, because I saw that you can actually draw, unlike myself. I like to pretend I can draw sometimes, but I saw the beautiful artwork you can do. I see so much on TikTok about people drawing, like just doing like the spin art. Like I was trying to push her to make this art and to put it up and make her own page and make stuff where, like, spirit comes in and giving that gift of what maybe they look like now or look like then. I feel like because you can draw, that you should do something with your drawings and mediumship, because you have that amazing gift too. Yeah, and that's what, like, because I saw her face, but your artwork is completely different than hers, like completely different. I think hers was more like anime type of way, But like I feel like somebody needs to do that. I feel like it would really give people that gift. And I think it would be different than, the other advertisements on Facebook where like people send a company a picture of like their grandpa and send a picture of the family and then they kind of morph it all together. I think an actual drawing of maybe what their favorite memory of them looks like or however they come in would be a great gift. That's why I always wish I can draw so I can show you guys what I see, but I can't do that. I don't have that gift. But I'm seeing something that they want you to do that. Yes, it's something like I feel like your emotions she's showing me, and I feel like that's why I'm seeing all the water and feeling the boat. That I just feel like you're trying to keep, like I said, like you're staying on top of your emotions because you don't want it to pull you in a different direction than where you're supposed to be going. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you'll have to show me some pictures. I did like one-on-one sessions with her to help her with her gift, and I tried pushing her to do that. So that makes me really happy to know that somebody else that there's others that can do that too. Um 'Cause I think that would just be so beautiful. I can't do that. So and sometimes I'm like, Lily, go practice drawing because Lily likes to draw. Um I want to make sure okay, you do want to move. Okay, I wanted to make sure. Oh, it's right there on the screen. Shows how much I pay attention. I'm seeing the number 9. So are you wanting to try to get moved and settled before like the new school year, like the school year starts? Like I'm hearing by September, something about September. And there's Leo. There's my Leo. Always protecting me. He always knows when somebody's walking by. Miss Crystal, if you're here, I got you on my list. That's your goal. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing by September. I heard September. I don't know when. I should know where you're at by now, but my brain. You're not far. Are you in Michigan too? You're somewhere by me. I don't even know. Where are you, Miss Anna? I don't think you're far from me, right? My brain isn't working. There's so many of you sometimes that I can't think of where everybody lives. I don't remember. Or you're in Arizona. Maybe. See, maybe I just think you guys all live close to me because I'm so close to some of you. So you're nowhere near me. Wait, I thought you were like in Michigan for some reason. There's other people, I guess, are in Michigan. Okay, I don't know when your school starts. I know ours starts now, like in way early August, but I was hearing something about September, and they were showing me September is when you wanted everything. I know something big is happening in September. Yeah, I'm seeing 9, and it just made me feel like you want to get settled and you want to get everything in order before the new school year begins. I'm here. He was like, he's saying happy trip, like what's the word? Not happy travels, not happy trails. I just feel like this is going to be a new adventure, and I feel like you're really excited for this new adventure, though, Ms. Anna. Like, I feel like you're excited to find and have something of your own. And like he's showing me the oh, look at that, it's the top card. He's showing me the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit's been really on it with these tarot cards lately, that you want to take and you want to place your roots and you want your seeds to be able to grow. I feel like, the end of this year and everything, I feel like is going to blossom for you. I feel like it's going he's showing me that everything's going to come into perspective. That why things are doing. Of course, Miss Kathy. You know what I mean? I just feel like everything is going to be coming into perspective for you by the end, like September and all that. I feel like as you're finding your new place to live, settling and getting things in order, I feel like things are just, he's showing me like brighter lights and everything. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to see Backstreet Boys. I can't wait to see pictures. Are you trying to finish your book by midsummer? What are you trying to finish by July? He's saying something that you're trying to complete. He's saying could be done by July. Is it your book? Or I can't even remember what you were working on. It's a book, right? Your children's book. Yes, Miss Kathy, I have plenty of time. If I ever need to, I could always make my husband go pick up the girls. He's home. I usually just pick him up most of the time because he's been up since 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I try to be nice. I try. It's not always easy. But he's shown me something is going to be complete in July. I don't know what that is, but that's what he's showing me. Okay, you're playing him. Okay, so if you so I feel like, so what he's showing me, like a glimpse into what the rest, I don't usually do this, but Andrew always does whatever he wants anyways. So he's showing, and for some reason he connects differently with me. He's showing me like from the timeline you are on now, unless he, from timeline you are on now, this is where you're at. Things can come faster, things can delay depending on what you want to do because of our lovely free will. Like he's showing me you planning on what you want to do. I'm hearing packing, looking for a place to live. I see you focusing on your book. I really feel like your book could be done in July. He's saying July and September are 2 big months for you. Sounds good, Miss Crystal. Is what he's showing me. He's showing me that, like, I feel like you're going to plan, pack, finish your book, and move. That's what I'm seeing. And he wants you to just, I'm hearing he just wants you to stay focused on that, okay? He just wants you to stay focused on that positiveness, if that even makes sense. It is. It's going to be a very busy year for you, Ms. Anna, but it's going to be rewarding. It's going to be very rewarding. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear about the concert too. You'll have to let me know how that goes. I can't wait to see your pictures. I just think it's so funny how Lily was randomly singing Spice Girls, and it didn't hit me right away that it was Spice Girls, but I knew the words. I started singing it, and then she started singing. She was like, "How do you know that?" I'm sitting here, I'm like, "What song is this?" It was so funny. I'll have to send you the video, Ms. Anna. And then she played it for me. I'm like, "Oh, it's the Spice Girls." Like, once I heard the tune, I could put it together. Made me feel crazy. And Miss Kathy, I just want you to know I did not forget about your spread. I did a healing that I had to do, and it was a new client. So when it comes to new clients with healings, the energy is totally different. So I wanted to collect. I like having different. I have I don't know how to explain how I work, but I do different energies different ways. So I was going to do you next, but I heard not to do you next. I heard to collect energy, do a live, and then do Miss Kathy. So it's probably because I can do you after dance and I'll have more energy to do it. Hi, Miss Tina. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I just wanted to let you know. So healing, that's why I say if you want to heal, if you ever want a healing with me, to always book it as whenever you want it. Because I only let myself do 2 a day because I put some of you have gotten healings from me. I put a lot of energy in it and it zaps a lot of energy. So it takes me a while to recollect energy. So I had to do the healing. I forgot yesterday. I think because of all the spreads I did yesterday, that it just slipped my mind. Daniel, you are next. Who did you want to talk to somebody specific? I know you do. I just like letting you know that I didn't forget you. I just wanted to make sure to let you know I did not forget you, that there's a reason why I didn't do you yet. You are welcome, my dear. Miss Tina, my healings are $40. I do not do them face to face. I don't know if Miss Tamisha is still here, but she was the first person that I did healings like FaceTime with. And the energy that I after that I couldn't do it face to face because with the energies and tapping into you guys face to face is too strong. I actually fell out of my chair. I don't know if she remembers her healing. This was like at least 2.5 years ago. You know, it like the energy pulled me out of my chair. So I have to sit within my energy to go into your energy, but they last an hour. Doesn't matter if you get a healing from me every month, because I have some people or that do come monthly. I do have some just to clear out some of that energy, or whenever you feel like you need a healing. They're $40. You get an hour's worth of healing. I don't charge a lot because healings are not one and done things, but it helps. Hi, Misty. There he is. Okay. See, comments all come at the same time, or they don't come at all. It's like they come or they don't. Misty, you never called me to tell me stories, so you owe me a story time. Maybe I can call you on the way to dance and you can tell me your story. Let's see, Daniel. Okay, there's a lot going on with your ears, Daniel. Like I feel like, it kind of sounds, what's it called? I'm hearing so much. Let me collect. Daniel, do you have a grandfather who has passed, or a grandfather figure? Kind of looks like a grandma, but it kind of feels like a male energy. You don't have to be sorry. I know we all have crazy lives. Okay, I feel like it's a grandfather who's coming in, and like I'm hearing like the like this is, I know this may sound weird. It may not, who knows. But like when you're driving and then you hear like you're driving and then a car is either behind you or is driving next to you, and they have their basses, their like the music and the bass so loud that all you hear is like the rah, rah, rah. All I hear, like that's what I'm kind of hearing, and I feel like, and I'm hearing, and then it makes me feel like it's like swallowing me up. What does that mean? I have no idea. I don't know if this is how you're feeling or what, but that's what I'm feeling in my ears. Like I just hear like that obnoxious. I know some people love it. Each is your own, whatever people like. I just hear that bass, and I feel like that's all I hear. and then it also makes me feel like I'm stuck in it. I'm hearing chaos. Or that too. That's a good thing too, Tina. Like it kind of sounds like that too. The teacher, the wah wah wah, that it could be like that too. I was just hearing that noise. Um he's coming in and he's saying that you need to reconnect with your inner self, Daniel. He's saying that with all the chaos and with everything that's going on, that might be why I'm hearing the bass, or as Tina said, like the Charlie Brown, that we're not he's making me the Charlie Brown makes sense, that we're not, that we're hearing the things going on and seeing the things going around us, but we're not understand, like we're not being able to grasp, and I don't mean this in a bad, this is just the perspective. The way we're seeing things is we need to change to be able to change the way we see the perspective of the things going on. He's saying that you need to reconnect with yourself. I'm trying to word it correctly because we all know I don't like being mean. Like I just feel like, the things that are going on, we're seeing it in one way, but he's saying that you need, it's like when you go and get stronger glasses, that we need to just change. Like I'm seeing like the eyeglass test, where they test you to change your perspective. And he's saying the only way that we're going to be able to see clearly, hear clearly, and know exactly what we want to do is with going within. I know you're very spiritual too. He's telling me that you need to take a walk through some of your past lives. He's saying that I don't know if you do that. I don't know exactly what you do with your gifts, but he's showing me that you need to go back and you need to remember some of your past lives where you were in charge, where you were strong, where you were where he wants you to pull those past lives and pull and remember them so you can use that power, so you can use those memories of who you are to be able to push through this. Is it the 100s? I think it's the 100s. Have you seen the 100s, Daniel? I think that's the TV show. I haven't seen that in so long, but I love that show. And I know it's on Netflix, so I know Netflix comes up a lot when I read for you. But I think it's the 100s, like when they I think that I'm trying to remember. I haven't seen it. I saw it a while ago and I can't remember. It was before I saw it like over a year ago before we moved, I think. But when they're walking through the sand and they're trying to get through the sand, like this is what that's pulling to me. And he's saying that you just got to keep the 100s. And then they get to that weird house that has all the droids and all of that. I don't know. I'm seeing the scene, but I think it's the 100s. It's on Netflix. I love the TV show. I'm weird. I like that. I thought it was cool. He's just showing me he knows it's hard work. He's saying getting through the sand and getting to that where you think, getting to the destination of where you want to be. He's saying that it's just going to be hard work, but he's saying that if you believe in yourself and we allow ourselves to push through, that things can happen quicker. Like he's just showing me that it kind of feels like we're just stuck and we're stuck. Like it makes me feel kind of like how these balloons are, that I can't believe are still alive. Let's see if I can show you. Like you're feeling tied and it feels like you can't go anywhere. Like you're floating. I just feel like we're floating. I didn't know if you needed to see that or not. How those are still alive, I don't know. Hopefully they don't fall down now that I've moved them. But I just feel like he doesn't want you to feel like you're floating, that you have to be stuck. He's showing me that you have so much that you can pull through from what's it called? your Akasha records, like you're going through your folders and pulling that in so you can see the perspective that you need to see to move forward. He's saying that he's showing me you, and he's showing me a couple of spotlights, and with these spotlights he's saying that you have positive, good resources that you can go to. He wants you to know, and I know there's been a lot going on, but he's showing me that we can't turn our back. We can't close off the lights that are coming to rescue you. Like, I think I talked about this before on a live, where I don't even know if it was with you or somebody else, but when they talked about like the guy drowning and he's like, oh, God will save me, and then a boat comes and he's like, oh, I'll help you, and he said, no, it's okay, God will save me. Another boat comes. He doesn't want you to close off those lights and those people who are in your life for a reason. He's saying that there's two important spotlights that you're ignoring right now, that's something kind of like perspectives that we need to change, that we need to see. We need to see the goodness in them, seeing what their placement is in your life, that it's not bad, that it's for a reason, and it could be for a better reason. Daniel, I'm hearing that you need to move too. And I don't know what you guys I don't know what you guys are planning on doing, but I'm hearing that you need to move out of that. You need to move into a place where you can have a fresh start. Yes, I understand that. And that's why he's saying that you have your back to some of the lights that are there for you, and that, he's saying that there's two people that you have your back to right now that aren't supposed to be the ones that you're shutting out. So, and I know it's hard. And I feel like that's why he's also like picking you up and putting you somewhere else, because I feel like he's showing, I don't know if you were going to stay in the house or the apartment. He was thinking about moving with us to Oregon so he could still be around the kids. Oh, that's cool. Wow, that's a big move. I've been to Oregon before. Okay, I just didn't feel like it was right for him to stay in the house. That's what I was worried about. I don't feel like him staying in the house, he's showing me, because he was picking him up and moving him, was just not. That's why I was saying I don't know what you guys were planning on doing with where you live, because I just felt like nobody should stay there, to be completely honest. So maybe that's why he's picking you up and moving you and showing you that, yeah. Like, that's why, because I know I just said that you're moving, but he's literally picking. I see him like picking Daniel up, kind of like a claw machine, and saying, you can't stay here. Like, he's telling him and putting it into his head that he can't stay in that place, that he needs to move somewhere. Daniel, do you have family in Oregon, or is this just a big move for all of you? Would just be a big move for all of you? Because they're showing me that you guys need of course, your own separate living places, but he's showing me that that Daniel, that you'll need somebody with you. Okay. Daniel, do you have any friends or do you have any family members that you are close to that you feel comfortable enough talking to? Because he's saying that you really, like, he's showing me that you really need to unzip and you really need to let everything out. Because he's saying, and it works, because I know we see even on TV shows. I just watched Riverdale, and at the end, where, you know, Archie starts talking about his army life. He like, I know a lot of people don't understand it, but the more that you talk about your story, the more that you release it and let things see that it doesn't hold, you know, doesn't make you feel chained up, it doesn't make you feel stuck. I just feel like you have so much that you need to let go of. I just feel like we need to, I don't know if, I just feel like you need to find someone that you're comfortable with talking to, that you know, so it's reminding me of like the army, like where like that PTSD or whatever it's called. Like I feel like, you know, some of this has hit you in certain ways, you know. They just want, I feel like it's just about bringing you back up into the light is what he's showing me. And I feel like you need to do that before you move. And I feel like you need to do that. I feel like he wants you to release some of this before any move or anything takes place, because he makes me feel like he wants you to release any of the, he's showing me that we need to leave it all here, leave all the baggage, the negative, this whatever it is, before, even if you end up not moving to Oregon, you know, let's say you have to stay here, but I don't want, he's saying you cannot stay in that house, you have to move somewhere else. He just wants you to leave all of that behind. And I like that because I remember a long time ago, I think it was I don't remember when it was, but like they had a thing, I think it was like 1999, where they're going to go through the airplane thing, and they have all their baggage, and they had emotions, trauma, blah, 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 all this baggage piled up. They said you could either go that way or you can go in like 2000. And it was a new start. It was one bag, you know, and that's what I'm seeing, that we have to leave everything behind, because he's just showing me you can't bring any of that forward. He doesn't want you to stay on this timeline. He wants you to be able to continue rising, is what he's telling me. He just wants you to he wants you to see some of your past lives, Daniel. I don't know if you know how to do that, or if you know how to do any of your Akashic records. I always get proud of myself if I remember how to say things. But that's what I'm seeing. I just feel like you need to pull some of those moments into you. He's saying the right one should come to you. I feel like there's some military ones. I feel like that's why Vikings is coming up. I feel like some of he wants you to pull in the ones where you had wars and you had to fight, like battlefields and stuff like that. He wants you to go into those, and he wants you to see how you handle things, what steps you took, and he wants you to hold on to those so you can use those memories to help you with what you're going through right now. And he says that he wants you to remember that you are not alone. He's saying that I don't know why he's saying it like a triage, because I think that's like nurses and hospitals, but he's saying that you have a triage team around you. So that's also making me feel like you have loved ones who are supporting you right now and trying to help you heal. That's why I love doing mediumship. Mediumship just seems to always know, always seems to know exactly what it pulls in now, pulls in all that fun stuff. I'm happy that makes sense. Miss Crystal, you are next, my dear. Did you have any questions for him, Daniel? I want to make sure that you got everything you need. And then Miss Crystal's next, and then Miss Kathy. You're very welcome. There's always so much to learn. I learn so many things every day that just excites me, like stuff that I don't know, things I learned from doing different readings for people and everything like that. It's just so much fun learning more stuff. She wants you, she's saying to do the work. She's saying yes, you feel like you're stuck in a hole and there's no way out. She's saying that you have ladders all around you, that you have lifelines around you. She's saying you have to pick the right ones. She goes, no matter how weird or strange or not the way you saw it, she's saying to take that ladder and to just go. She's saying it's going to be hard work, but she's saying that you need to keep your chin up and know that you have people around you. She's saying to use your lifelines. Okay? Of course. I like your new profile picture. Look at you all light and bright. I hope you are doing well. I'm so excited. I love all these songs that are coming. Why is he singing my boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in trouble? I don't know the rest of the words, but that's what I'm hearing. You are very welcome, Daniel. You're very welcome. Has some big... I'm going through a breakup. Okay. Okay, because all of a sudden I saw like bubbles pop, and then I was like, I don't know what that means. Well, now I want to know what that song came in. My boyfriend back. Now I'm going to have to see the lyrics. There might be another reason why that song came up. Okay, is this coming? Did something happen where like he disappeared? Last time I talked to you, things were going so well. Is this song coming up because there was like a back? Did you guys go back and forth for a while? Unless he's coming up and saying that that he'll be back. I don't know which way he's going there, but I just keep hearing my boyfriend's back. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense why I'm seeing it like because when I'm not reading the lyrics, but when I look at the lyrics, like what is pulling to me is like he like the leaving and then coming back. He leaves. You know, my husband does that too. My husband does that too, so I know how that is. Like sometimes it's easier to walk away than allow things to be said. Sorry, Miss Dina. That's I was hearing it. I'm hearing that none of this really has to do with you, is what I'm seeing, Miss Crystal. I'm seeing he's showing me that certain things are triggering him that maybe he hasn't talked about with his past, that he doesn't know how to communicate. Has he ever been really good at communicating his feelings? Okay, maybe I'm hearing my boyfriend's back. Maybe at some point, depending on where he is, where you're at, maybe he'll try and come back. Because I keep hearing that part. I just feel like he's not very good at communicating his feelings, and when things hit him, instead of saying something, and I feel like, I don't want to say my generation or our generation, but I feel like, at some point, and I know a lot of people are changing the way they're raising boys. Some are, some are. But I just feel like some of the guys, because I married older than me. I feel like those guys, some group of guys were really taught that they have to be men. Men don't cry. Men don't talk about their feelings. Men are quiet. They do their job. They do this. They do that. And I feel like then when, certain conversations and certain things happen, he then they want to, but they don't know how, because they were never taught, and they don't know how to say things, and they don't want to look like a pussy, right? Because that was something big when I was growing up. Any guy who shared their feelings or did this was automatically, a pussy or whatever like that. They don't want to be seen that way. So he's showing me that's why he leaves, and why he comes back is because he leaves because he doesn't know how to communicate his feelings. He doesn't know how. I feel like he doesn't want you to see him in that type of stance, because he doesn't know how to do that. I think he got scared, even though he may have gotten mad. He may have gotten mad because something was triggering him, or the fear was triggering him. And, I just feel like he was never taught how to handle that. Or, unless it's a trigger too, like he's just showing me like trigger and trigger, like he has so much triggering, and I feel like you were brought into his life for a reason, to let him work through that, and to see that things don't have to be like that now. I believe that 100%. And I think that's why Eric keeps singing My Boyfriend's Back. So I feel like and it's hard. My husband does the same thing. He does the same thing. And we've been together, I don't even know how long. What are we in? I think we've been together just about 10. Well, Lily's 9. So 10. So we've been together for like 11 years, I think. And he is so stubborn, and he doesn't like sharing his feelings either, that he walks away. Is he a texter, Miss Crystal? I can't always sometimes I have that issue too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes I don't know how to vocalize it. So sometimes it's easier for me to release through text. I don't know if you guys communicate, if he would open up that way a little bit. So and Aries, Aries, oh bless you. Aries men are, it's either their way or it's the highway. That's the Aries men that I know. I may not be able to speak for all of them, but the ones that I know, it's their way or the highway. They're always right. They're never wrong. They I don't know. The ones I know have always liked being center of attention, and that they always know better. Aries, I feel like Aries have a hard time, because they are that fire sign, that it's hard for them to ground and being able to. Miss Crystal, remind me, I can't remember what you are. For some reason, I feel like you're a fire sign too. Yeah, and sometimes I have to do that too. It's that fire sign. It's them being an Aquarius. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking you were a Sag. I don't know why. I tried to go back and remember what you guys are, and I'm like, what is it? Okay, Aquarius. Okay. Okay, so you do have some Sag here. So that fire, so you have some of that fire. So you're air. So that's probably why he walks away, because the way I always see, because we got the water, we got earth, then we got the fire and air. So you guys are fire and air. So you pull. So with you being up here, he's going up and down. There's just, and then you have that Sagittarius moon, which is all fire and air. So that's probably why the back and forth, why it's hard for that emotions. I always have to do that too. I always have to text to have a voice. I know how that feels. It's not always fun. Miss Crystal, what does he do for a living? I feel like I don't know. It's because I'm hearing you see, like, I feel like all signs, I feel like whatever your sun is, like, it's I don't know anything about this, so this is just what I'm hearing, is that we see things in different, like, different ways with certain type of zodiac signs. He owns a Roman tire business. Do you know, is he always inside? Because I'm hearing he needs to go outside and ground, especially with being a fire sign. Because, like, I feel like him being stuck inside for long periods of times does not help him. One of my uncles is an Aries, and the only time I really talk to him is when he's in his pool. Like, if we go to his house, I will only communicate with him if he's in his pool, because then I know he's being grounded, that he's being pulled, like, he's not at the fire, he's being grounded, and he's being pulled into his emotions. That's how I always see it. Like, I feel like when they're outside or in water, like, they just need to ground. It's about pull. They need a pull. Okay, good. I'm hearing he's like, I'm feeling claustrophobic. So I'm being told that he needs to ground himself, and I'm getting chills with it, that he needs to ground more, and it'll help him see his perspective. Eric is saying that, he's showing me that there's nothing that you can do, that this is all on him, that he just has to learn, now he's laughing. He's like, he needs to learn how to be a man. He's saying that he needs to learn how to like, he needs to cut ties from, what's it called? Let me think of what it's called. Those old programs. He needs to let go of the old programs, that he can't share his emotions. He can't talk about things. And that's something that's part of the programs that our parents or whoever raises us put into us. Those are some of the lessons that we come on earth to learn not to do anymore, to release those. I just feel like there's some things he needs to let go of. Yes, and because of what he does for a living, he's used to being able to fix things. When they can't fix stuff or things aren't going his way, it just hits him. And that's probably the manness in him, that male estrogen or whatever it's called. He likes to be in charge, and he can't fix it. So there's a lot. So I think that's why too, I would just give it some time. Maybe he'll apologize. It might be why Eric came in with my boyfriend's back. He has to let go of those old programs, and he has to see that he can still be the man of the house and be the man for you, even if he can't fix everything. Because my dad's like that. My dad likes to take care of. He likes to fix. Like, if I say, oh, I have to, like, I asked him because one of Jared's friends would do my front brakes, and he said he'd do it for $350. So I know, we're kind of paycheck to paycheck most of the time. So I asked my dad if he knew anybody who could do it for less. And he's like, oh, I'll have the guy from work do it. And he ended up paying him the same amount. But my dad likes being in charge. He likes being the man. He likes to take care of, he doesn't stop until he can do it. Anything he can't fix or can't handle, it's really hard for him. And it's those old programs from parents and everything like that because they put that into him. Yes, he has to let go of control. Some guys always feel like they have to be in control. Where my husband tries to teach me that I don't have to be in control all the time because I get that program from my dad. You know, it's hard. Sometimes I'm a lot better than where I was a few years ago, but I like to be in control too. I feel like you have to give him time. If you can text him to talk to him, you know, to get it through his head, then that's just what you're going to have to do. Eric's just letting you know that there's nothing you can change. There's nothing that you can do better. He just has to get through his crap and see that, you know. Well, Miss Crystal, if you weren't, I think are you far away too? I'm not doing very well remembering where anybody lives. My husband's trying to sell his car and I don't think we're showing it very well. Are you anywhere near Illinois? I feel like I should know this, but I don't remember where anybody lives. You guys all live near me, as far as I know right now. Oh, you're in Louisiana. You're too far away. You're far. You're too far. I would just let him be. You know, I feel like, and I'm hearing he made this mess. He's going to be the one who has to. If you leave it for a while and let him come back and use his emotions and his words and being able to talk, I feel like that will start getting him to see that. And then you just showing empathy and support that you appreciate him doing that. I feel like he has to take the step. He did. And Eric's saying he did. That's why he doesn't want you to stress over it. Like, he's showing me that he doesn't like all my Netflix shows that I've been watching, like Riverdale. Have you seen Riverdale, Miss Crystal? I never watched it when it was so popular and everybody loved it. I just watched it a couple weeks ago. I'd watch it in the morning or watch it while the girls are in school and before I had a reading or whatever. And like the scenes, because it's such like that murder mystery, it's like you're the person who's a part of it, but you didn't kill them. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You have no fingerprints. You don't have anything that you physically did to make yourself, you know, the reason why. He just wants you to remember that. If he needs to be the one that cleans it up. Remind me what her first name is, so I can connect with her and so he can tell me what's going on. I need to connect need to connect everywhere. I love it, Erica. I feel like there's a few things. When Eric passed away, I'm hearing there's some things that have to do with that. Like and they're showing me like the Transformers from like the movie Transformers. Like I feel like, I don't know if she tucked her emotions away or if she pretended and moved on with her life right away, like transformed in a way. I just feel like, I feel like there was a huge change and she did something too quickly. Um Unless somebody told her that she had to be a certain way or she had to do this because of being a big sister or something. I don't know. I just feel like something triggered her to having to either grow up or to tuck it away, or she had to form herself into some type of person. And I just feel like with those emotions that are stuck in there, it just, I feel like there's like a knot. And I feel that. I feel anxiety. I feel stress. I feel like uh, I don't like, I don't want to say depression, but I just feel like it's more like something that has to do with Eric not being here. Like I feel like it has to do with Eric not being there. Um, what is it called that I'm seeing? Um, and I'm sure you've taken her to the doctor. They can't figure it out. Is it like kind of like she's been going through all kids of all kinds of changes? Okay, then that makes sense. Why I was also seeing anxiety, and that's probably why they were showing me the Transformers because of changing from all of that. Like I feel like I feel like she just kind of had to grow up really fast too. Has she been checked out for any like stomach ulcers? Does she like, her stomach hurt between eating and drinking? I just feel like there's a lot of discomfort, like, and some weird pains. To the doctors, and IBS is the only thing. IBS. Okay, irritable bowel syndrome. Okay. I think that is some of it, but I feel like there's a lot of emotions that are really doing it. I just feel like she grew up so fast and she has a lot of emotions and sadness and some things that she needs to release. Yeah. I was gonna ask, is she having any issues at school when it comes to bullying or people? Like I just feel the anxiety is really high. And like he's still showing me the Transformers, Miss Crystal. Like I feel like how you said you moved and the shifts in school, I just feel like the shifts in energy and her having to like transform and be as, all schools are so different. All kids are so different no matter if they're the same age, depending on where we move to. I just feel like, the anxiety of trying to keep up and to do certain things. Ugh, those jerks. Does she talk to any guidance counselors at school, or is there somebody where she can go talk to? Just he's making me feel like she needs to release, like, talk the anxiety out. She needs to voice her opinion. And that's hard because sometimes that can make it worse and sometimes it can make it better. Since she's 11, I would talk to her and see what she like. I know what you want to do, but sometimes we have to talk to them and ask them what they want us to do. Because sometimes I'm like, I'm going to do this. And my oldest is like, please don't do that. I'm like, fine. Okay, then maybe it's good that you do go there, maybe talk to them and see if you know that, feel the energy, feel them out. And if you don't like that, then maybe you'll have to call your insurance and see or call your doctor and see if there's somebody they recommend. Cuz I feel like I feel like she needs to speak, like I feel like her throat chakra is kind of closed. I don't know if she listens to any music before bed, Miss Crystal, but I would if she listens to music before bed, I would play some throat chakra binaural beats. I feel like I say that wrong. I don't know. Or maybe it's just a weird binaural beats. I feel like she needs to listen to some of that. I feel like she needs to open up her throat chakra so she can stand up for herself and voice her opinions. Hi, Miss Jenny. How are you, my dear? Did you get a lot of snow? Crazy snow was melted in one day. I guess she got snow too. I know Jenny lives by me. I know I have sucked at remembering where anybody lives on this line, but I know Jenny lives by me, and I know she's had probably all seasons all weekend too, and then woke up to snow. I know I can bother her and know she knows. I feel like as she's getting older, she's seeing things, she's transforming too into the young like the preteens, and things are changing. And I feel like there's just some things that she needs to let out. Sometimes, even if there's some things that, maybe we don't know how to communicate or we don't know how to share. So I feel like it's kind of her throat chakra I'm seeing is for certain things are closed and they want her to be able to voice her opinion. I feel like everybody lives by me today, Jenny. I told Xana that she lived in Michigan and she lives in Arizona. Crystal said she needed a car. We have a car for sale, and she lives in Louisiana. So I'm trying to help, but everybody lives so far away. Yes, and I'm not looking forward to that. That was one reason why I wanted boys, because I did not want to go through. I always say I didn't want girls because I didn't want to go through all the things that I went through as a girl when it comes to the periods, the boys, and everything like that. But I got it. But you know what? It's okay. We'll get through. Poor Jenny. She lives by, and I know she lives by, so I can't wish her warm weather. I send you strength, Miss Crystal. I send you strength. Yeah, I've talked to my oldest, even though she's only 9. She was like, I don't want boobs. I don't want to go. They see me go through my periods. My periods are different because I have PCOS. So they're both like petrified. I feel bad of all of that. But I'm like, you may be lucky and may not have what I have. I was like, don't fear anything yet. I'm dreading it. Did you have any other questions for him, love? He's saying he can't help with that. He's saying she's on her own. I'm hoping my kids don't get their periods until I didn't get mine until the summer before my freshman year in high school. So I was 14, almost 15 when I got mine. But I think I got mine that late too because I did gymnastics and I did cheerleading. So I was always going and like gymnastics does that. Like I didn't get mine until I was almost a freshman in high school. Oh my gosh. I hope she's blessed, Miss Jenny, and has already gone through menopause. At least I would want to be going through menopause right now. Well, Miss Crystal, always come to Illinois. You can buy a car. I could not imagine because, oh my God, if Isabel got her period, like, technically, okay, Isabel's in kindergarten, so she'll be in first grade come this August. I could not imagine, Miss Jenny. I could not. Oh my God. I don't even understand how you would teach a first grader. Oh, I can't even imagine teaching Isabel how to use a pad or anything like that in first grade. That poor girl. I can't even imagine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It makes me want to cry. I can't even imagine any of that. That's awful. Oh my gosh. Please, Lord, I hope she did not write her story to have a period that early. I don't even want to know what the lesson is on that to have your period in first grade would be. Dude, I thought I was dying and I was almost 15. It's probably because I had never had a period and because the way gymnastics was when I was a kid, I didn't understand what cramps and all that was. So when I had, I figured it was just stuff that had to do with working out in gymnastics. So all of a sudden I went to the bathroom and I thought I was like, oh my God, I didn't even put it together that it was my period. And I was almost 15. You are very welcome, Miss Crystal. He's with you. When it comes to the car, he's saying to give it some time. I'm hearing something maybe next month you'll be able to find. I feel like the right car just is not for sale yet. That the other people are trying to figure out maybe what they want to do or what kind of car they want. They're trying to figure out their finances and trying to figure out what to do next. He's saying that he makes me feel like April will be your month to be able to find something. And I know that's a long way away, but something about April is popping out. He's showing me. Miss Kathy, are you still here, my love? Yeah, Isabel does dance too. So that's why I'm like, I couldn't even imagine in first grade trying to figure out how to help my daughter with a period and then do dance. Oh my goodness. I can't. I can't even think of how to figure that out, dear. Miss Kathy, who did you want to talk to? That just amazes me. That's what I feel like they're trying to figure out their stuff before they put it up for sale. My gosh, my heart breaks for Jenny's friend. It just makes me so scared. Okay, let's see what Miss Kathy has to tell Kathy. Aww. Oh my goodness. So she's only had like 9 months of no period since the first grade. I was hoping like maybe she would have at least 10 kids so she could have some time with no period. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay, Miss Kathy, I love this message that she's coming through, and I'm just like inside of it Miss Kathy, she is showing me. I love it. I'm getting chills so bad. They're so strong. It's so strong right now. I love it. She's okay. We're inside. She's showing me Frozen 2. And I'm assuming that you've seen this. I don't know what's with all the movies today, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the part when it's Elsa, Anna, and Olaf, and they're walking through the forest. They're walking through whatever. I don't even know what they're walking through. And Elsa's doing her, ah. I'm not going to try and sing for you guys. But I'm seeing that, and then I'm hearing, and then how she can only hear it back. Only she can hear it back, and she's doing that. And what I'm seeing is she's showing me that, and it's coming, and just the coming. And then she's bringing me to the end when Elsa learns that she is the fifth element. Have you seen Frozen 2, Miss Kathy? I feel like this is a really powerful, powerful message for you. I don't know if you've seen it, but she's saying that's where you need to be, that you need to see that she's saying what you are looking for, where you're trying to go, or what you're trying to grasp to understand, so you can figure out what to do next. That you don't have to go the distance, that you have those tools with you, because you are what you're looking for. Oh my gosh, Miss Kathy. You have to go see it. It is it's when we went and saw it for Isabel's birthday. And I was that lame mom who cried through the whole entire movie. Miss Kathy, I cried pretty much from beginning to end. And my dad sat next to me because my dad wanted to go with us because they love their grandkids. And he laughed at me through 3/4 of the movie. There were times when my mom's like, "What is he laughing at?" And I was like, "Me." Like, I cried so much because it was so spiritual. Like, they put things down for what we're doing right now, mediumship and all that, but that's the whole movie is just so spiritual, and white light and gifts and stuff like that, and magic. I just love that movie. You're gonna have to see it, Miss Kathy. I want you. You can even take have your grandson and get Frozen 2. I've seen so many boys love Frozen 2 as well. But they're just, it's showing me it's just coming and saying the voices that you're hearing, the things that you are searching for to get yourself to where you want to be. They're saying that you have it with you, and I'm trying to really, she's showing me hearing. It could also be her saying that you're hearing this stuff and you're hearing where you want to go and all of this information, but she's saying that you have the power to take yourself there. But then it comes down to, because at the end, because Elsa thinks she's going to go find this place in this person, when really she finds out that what she's looking for was her at the end. Probably just ruined the whole movie for you since you haven't seen it, but it's still a beautiful movie. I won't ruin anymore. But the message is that she's saying that you have everything within. That there's nothing that you have to go looking. There's nothing that you can do. No matter what does that even make sense anymore? She's saying that you can make the change and do the difference that you have. And it's coming down to what we talked about, or what I talked about. Was it yesterday? Who knows? Whatever day it was when I talked about manifestation. I think it was yesterday. That you have that power, Elsa learns that she learns the powers and the abilities that she has are for certain reasons, and then within those certain things she learns how to use those powers. I feel like what Kathy is coming, and she wants you to know that your abilities, your gifts, the things that you have, she's saying that instead of giving it out to the good Samaritans of the world and the Samaritans around you, she wants you to give to yourself. If that makes sense, Miss Kathy. She wants you to be your own North Star. She wants you to lead yourself to where you want to go, what you want to become. Did you like to rock climb, Miss Kathy? I don't know why she's showing me you rock climbing. And she's saying that each step and every placement, she's like, it's just gonna, she's showing me like your hard work is paying off. Like she's showing me you going up this rock wall. And she's saying sometimes we just have to make sure we're reaching up to the right grasp and making sure we're holding on just to get us to that neck, to go up another step. She makes me in it. And then I kind of feel like then she puts me in like Scooby-Doo, where like they have like these big mysteries, but then it's not a big mystery. It's like right, that it's right there. Like the answers are right in front of you. Is there something that you're trying to figure out, Miss Kathy, or that you're trying to do? Because she makes me feel like you have all the answers. She's saying that you have everything. You just have to put it together. What did I order from Amazon? Oh, I think it is the baby shower stuff. Yeah. I ordered Johnny for her baby shower, and then she texted me today saying that she can't, that she's canceling it. I was like, well, you're still getting your baby shower gift. I'm like, I already bought it. She said she didn't want to handle the stress of it. I was like, well, too bad. I already bought her stuff.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to you, even though I'm live. That's all stuff for Johnny for her baby shower, but she canceled it today. She said she doesn't want one more thing on her plate. I did that with Joe, and he was right by my side. Okay, and then maybe I feel like you also need to watch the movie, and you can maybe you'll cry like I did. Hopefully, nobody will laugh at you like they did with me. Frozen 2, I like cried through the whole entire movie, and I couldn't even control it. Yes. She's telling you to go watch this movie, Miss Kathy. You're gonna have to go. I don't even know where you can go. I don't even know where you can go to watch Frozen 2. I'm not going to tell you to go buy the movie. I don't know if there's any apps or anything that have it. Unless one of your grandkids or somebody has.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Frozen 2 is?
I think so. Because when I was looking for something, it might be Netflix. I don't know.
So
that's why I just seen it.
Oh, Tina just said Netflix. I knew Miss Kathy wouldn't. Oh, Jenny said Amazon, I think, too. So it's one of those. I'm sure it's on Disney Plus, but I didn't know if you would have Disney Plus since you have grown kids, and I know you have some of your grandkids. Well, I would have Disney Plus if I wanted it because I like Disney movies. So I guess I can't say anything. I think I watch more Disney movies than my kids do. I don't know. My husband said he saw it somewhere. I just didn't want to make her have to go buy it, but I'm hearing she needs. I feel like whatever, like all that I said, which I don't even remember what I said to you now, Miss Kathy. I feel like it will make sense if you see the movie. Like watching Elsa and this journey and seeing her feeling, like the way she feels and her emotions and her putting herself in front. You do have Disney Plus? Good. Then you can go watch Frozen 2 because I feel like you'll understand. You may understand more what I'm trying to tell you. Because I feel like a part of it too, because, you know, sometimes I feel like she's also saying that there are some things that we have to do. There are some lessons that we have to learn before true love and before love really comes into our life. And I feel like that's kind of like, you know, I know a lot of people were upset with Frozen 2 because Elsa still didn't get a prince. She didn't get anything or whatever. But I feel like, you know, with that, she didn't, whatever. Miss Kathy has to watch it anyways because I told her to. Like, I just feel like it's the journey that she takes in this movie that's really important. And it's hard. I don't want to ruin the movie, but that's what the Kathy you want me to talk to is telling me. There's a lot of messages that I feel like just that you'll understand. I don't even know if my husband has seen Frozen 2. He doesn't pay attention to movies as much. No. Maybe we'll have to make our husbands hang out, Miss Jenny. Maybe he can talk him into watching it.
Well, make me hang out with somebody's husband. We're sure the hell not watching Frozen 2.
You know what? She lives where we were going to move. That was over by Yorkville. What was it? I should know. Jenny's like, you know that one house where we could have had a pool?
The one you and your mom checked out that I didn't see?
Yeah. She lives in that city. She'll message it in a minute. I can't remember. But she lives there. We could have been neighbors. Newark. There it is. I knew she'd message it. She lives in Newark. The backyard for the house that we looked at there was amazing. But like all the like we live in an old house, but that house was old and it needed a lot of work. The living room and all that was very small. Like very small. The cat's meowing for you, Jer. I just feel like all the messages that she has for you, Miss Kathy, has to do with Frozen 2. So I want you to watch the movie. Was it pink? Was the house pink, Jer? I don't think so. Maybe. What? Do you remember what color the house was?
No, I didn't get to see it. You and your mother went.
She said there was one down the road from me a while ago. I don't remember. That was a while ago.
That was like a year or 2 years.
That was like 2 years ago, I think. I don't remember. I can see. I would have to look. I don't remember. I have to look through my app. Miss Kathy, I have been concerned about Laura for a while, and I've told you that. But I'm happy Laura finally opened up to you. Because if you remember some of the readings, Kathy has brought up Laura a few times. And maybe Laura just wasn't ready at those points to open up. And now that I'm actually happy to see this comment, that maybe Laura's finally opened up. Because I have said a few things to you, and you said that Laura hasn't said anything, that things were fine. Maybe she just wasn't ready. Maybe Kathy was warning you. I can't remember. I'll have to look, Miss Jenny, and see where it was. I just remember it was really it had the ability where we could have had a pool. Leo would have loved the backyard. But the inside of the house was just so small. It had a front porch. I know that. It was like in a little neighborhood. It was right on the corner, I think.
It was more expensive than this house, too.
Yeah, it was way more expensive. Yeah. Laura is concerned about her dad. Miss Krista, what kind of reading did you want, love? I may be able to pull a few more minutes in for a reading before I have to go get the girls. I think it was more in town. It wasn't like, it was more in town. Because it was like in a neighborhood. They were all lined. I want to say it was near like the post office or something. I don't remember. Yeah. It's Kathy's saying that I feel like Laura is seeing what you're seeing when it comes to him. I just feel like the stubbornness is still there. Miss Kathy, Joe is just so stubborn and he's not seeing things. She's telling me what her family did to you is kind of what they should be doing to the girlfriend. Miss Krista, if you want, if you don't want to wait for tomorrow, and if you want one, I can do it privately with you. Because what she's telling me, Kathy, is that she doesn't want that she's happy that Laura's concerned about her, but I don't feel like it's your play. She doesn't want. I feel like this is one of those pop quizzes, and I feel like she just doesn't want you to be pulled back into that because I don't feel like it's going. She's showing me that it's not gonna be what brings you and Joe back together. She's saying that it's not something that you're supposed to be pulled back into. Yes. Exactly. And Kathy showed me that she's like she makes me feel like it's like those rubber bands. Like rubber bands like bouncing back together, but she's showing me that I feel like Laura just wants to like put you back where you belong, but Joe needs to be ready for it. Maybe Laura has to tell Laura to sit with herself, write her feelings, write down what she wants to say, and work with that to figure out the right way to maybe open up her dad to see things the right way. Somebody just has to get through to him. And as much as I wish it was you, it's not going to be you. No. Because even if you tried, I feel like, no matter whatever is supposed to come back, it's just going to prolong that. It's either going to have to be Laura, it's going to have to be somebody. I think Laura just needs to sit and write things down and work things out to be able to word it the right way to get through to him. Is Daddy not sharing food with you? Poor Leo. Miss Kathy, I want you, when you watch Frozen, after you watch Frozen 2, I want you to message me and then we'll talk about it. I want to see what you get from the movie and then we'll talk about what Kathy is talking about. That makes sense. Sounds good, Miss Krista. I'll be back tomorrow. I try to come live every day unless I get a full day of readings and I don't come live. It's usually the only reason why I usually don't. Good. And sometimes we have to cut them off for them to be able to see things the right way. I'm going to go pick up my girls. If anybody needs me, I am here. Miss Kathy, I will do your spread for you after dance. And if anybody needs me, just shoot me a message. I just have to take Isabel to dance today. And I have to do Miss Kathy's spread. But other than that, I am here if you need me. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, even though I thought yesterday that today was going to be Wednesday. But I'm here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later.